Hello everyone, this is Pip Coleman coming in to do the Find Your Soul show. This week we are talking about the first quarter moon in Virgo. So as you can see on this gorgeous card from Yasmin Boland's deck, we are working on assessing the situation. So this week's energy is all about taking a step back and stopping, breathing, reassessing, and looking at, are you happy with how things have been going? Are you happy with how things are right now? And are you really, truly happy with how things are playing out in terms of your future plans? Hi, Kerry. Nice to see you. How are your plans going? I know you've just retired. That's pretty cool. Let me know how you're feeling about being retired. That's amazing. That's a huge step forward for anyone to make. And one of the things that happens when we are advised to stop and reassess the situation is that can actually bring up some feelings of stress for people. And interestingly, I was just today, I don't believe in coincidences, I was just today reading the book that we have chosen for my spiritual book club, which, by the way, you can join in anytime. You can, although we do gather on Phillip Island once a month to actually discuss it and have a cup of tea, we are going to be moving online for the foreseeable future because I'm not going to be here in person in Phillip Island. So we'll actually be doing it online. So if you want to join in on the Spiritual Book Club, we read an inspiring book every month and then we share. We meet and we share. So those of you who would like to join, if you're not in Phillip Island, it won't matter anymore because I'm going to be traveling, and that means that we can have more people join us, which would be amazing. As it was during COVID, when we were in lockdown, we all had to do it online, so that was pretty amazing. Oh, good, Kerry. I'm glad you're feeling good. And it's good to not have any plans right now, to actually sit and sit in that energy of resting, of that energy of what retiring. That's what retiring means. It means to rest and take stock and consider just chilling for a minute, just chill out. And the book that we're reading this month for Spiritual Book Club is Girl, Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. And the bit that I was reading today, which made me laugh, and a lot of my clients actually find this quite challenging when I say to them, I pretty much coach exclusively women, and with the odd high vibrational man will pop in every now and then, but usually I'm coaching women. And this is what she said when Rachel said when her coach told her that she needed to what she needed to do to fix her physical issues. She had some physical issues that were coming up, and she realized and was told by this particular homeopathic practitioner that a physical response was happening to emotional problems that she was having. It was like this aha moment that she had where she was like, what? Physical stuff is happening in my body because of an emotional imbalance? What? Like she was having like an aha moment. Anyway, his advice to her was, she said, I immediately wanted to know how to fix it and get back to normal, which was basically overworking, complete workaholic, right? She just wanted to get back to normal and not have all these physical issues. And he told her to go home and do nothing. And she was like, what? What are you talking about? Go home and do nothing. He's like, go home and do nothing. Sit around, watch TV, spend an entire day on the couch, discover what the world is like, and the fact that the world doesn't implode without you going 100 miles an hour. Get up the next day and do it again. And it was really interesting because she really did like struggle with that. And she said, "Verily I say unto you, dear reader, his words made me want to throw up." It's just like, it sounds crazy, but the idea of doing nothing makes my skin crawl. Even when I'm at home, I'm constantly doing something. If I'm not taking care of the kids, I'm organizing the house, cleaning out my closet, or giving myself a facial. What would happen to you if you stopped moving? And that's such an interesting question. What would happen to you if you stopped moving? Stop moving, stop trying to please other people, stop doing stuff that you don't like doing, stop working in the job that you don't want to work in. Just stop and go home and just do nothing. It's so interesting because that really resonated with me today, because with all of the things going on in the world at the moment, in my world at the moment, there's lists, to-do lists aplenty. When you're moving house, as I am, there's this time thing that happens. There's not enough time to do all the things that happens in your head, and you start to worry that you're not crossing enough things off the list, that I'm not packing quickly enough, that, the decluttering is never going to end. So if you are struggling with that advice for this first quarter moon, is that assess the situation by stopping and doing nothing. If that really, really triggers you, then you probably need this advice more than anyone else, just like me. I needed that advice. I needed to hear that today, and I think it's important that we take these moments when we are feeling triggered to look at why are you feeling triggered? Are you feeling triggered because it's the truth? Because usually that's what is happening. So I encourage you to sit with that. If you need to, maybe write in your journal, maybe do some, creative dancing. Maybe you need to go for a walk and consider what would happen if you just stopped and take stock of your life right now. Take stock of your work, consider your relationships. Are they serving you? Are they not serving you? I had a beautiful client this morning, and we were talking about respect and the people that we have around us, and whether they are respectful of us. Are those friends? And I put that in inverted commas, because sometimes the people that are supposed to be our friends and our family are not actually holding space for us, and perhaps are not being as good of friends or as we might need. So be mindful of that too. Like, maybe there's some people who are not serving you anymore, and it's not serving them for you to be in their life either. Perhaps you have raised your vibration. Perhaps you've done some self-development and some healing. Perhaps you want to do some self-development and healing, and the people around you are not supporting you in that, perhaps. So this is what I'm asking you to assess and take stock of this week, because potentially you might say, no, they're amazing. The people around me are really supportive, and they cheer me on when I'm having success, and they, help me and soothe me when I'm not feeling good. And that's great. That's amazing. That's wonderful. And there might be, especially if your life is feeling a little bit heavy at the moment, could be that it's winter, and that can happen in the winter time. Sometimes we feel like we need to hibernate because we're feeling quite heavy, and that's just the season, particularly down here in Victoria where it gets very cold. Not for those of you who are up in Queensland. I see you, Tony, Stephen and Kerry. And those of you who are up north in the warm, that's where I'm headed. I am headed north. At the end of July, I will be heading north to spend some time in the warmer climates. That's going to be so fun. And I'm like, every time I see a warm place, like the dance app that I do, the Body Groove app that I dance to in the morning to keep warm and fit, they have started doing these beautiful videos from Hawaii. And I'm like, oh, stop it. I need to go. I need to go to Hawaii now. I've got so many places on my list that I want to go to, including visiting friends in London and Canada and all of these amazing places. And now Hawaii's on the list because I keep seeing all these beautiful things in Hawaii. So my advice to you this week is to notice that energy is coming up, to reassess your situation, your life, your relationships, and that is the energy of the week. And for your advice, I guess, for your assistance, you can work on your throat chakra this week. That's one of the things to, when we're talking about assessing a situation, reassessing a situation, reassessing a relationship, friendship, whatever, we need to make sure that our throat chakra is clear. So there's a few things that you can do in terms of clearing your throat chakra. One is to visualize, do a meditation where you visualize blue energy around the throat chakra. You could put a blue crystal in your water. Make sure you don't drink the crystal. Very important. Safety instructions. So blue crystals in the water when you're trying to work on your throat chakra. You can drink the essence of the blue crystals. The other thing you can do is if you are Reiki trained, if you've been trained by me or someone else, you can also do Reiki on your own throat chakra. So you can sit and give yourself Reiki anytime, any place. That's what I love about Reiki, is that you have a first aid kit in your hands at all times. So if you haven't done Reiki level 1 yet, then get it, do it. Get it, do it. That's my new affirmation. Get it, do it. Get it done. The coming up next weekend, actually, I'm doing a Reiki weekend, Reiki 1 weekend, on the 18th and 19th of June down here on Phillip Island before I leave. And I'm also doing a Reiki 2 weekend on the 25th and 26th of June. Not sure if I'm going to have time to do any more in July. Maybe. I will see if there's interest. You can always send me a message if you happen to be down this way. Otherwise, when I land at the other end, wherever that may be, I might do some pop-up workshops and courses. For example, if I'm in Brisbane or the Sunshine Coast or wherever I land first, I might end up doing some courses when I'm up there. I will let you know. So if you're in the area of where I am, then maybe we'll get to do some classes together. That would be cool. That'd be amazing. And then when I start traveling overseas, those of you who are, on the other side of the world, you never know, because I've been looking at the house sitting website called Trusted House Sitters, and they have houses available all over the world. So I was getting very excited the other day because I was looking at houses in London, and I was looking at houses in Canada, and I was looking at houses in New York, and oh my goodness, what if there's houses in Hawaii? I have to have a look at the app later. Yes, my friends, I am starting to travel again. You can feel the energy. You can feel the energy like coming. So if you live in another country, you might have me as a visitor very soon. So I look forward to sharing with you this journey, whatever this journey evolves into. I hope you have a wonderful week. Enjoy the energy of the first quarter moon in Virgo and looking at your life and what you feel you need to adjust. And remember, stop. Do nothing. The world will not implode. All will be well. And in fact, you'll actually be taking care of yourself if you do that, which is awesome. So get in touch if you have any questions. Lovely to connect with you. Nice to see you all, even though I don't really see you, I just see your names. It's really cool to connect, and I will see you next week, because next week is full moon energy. So time for releasing next week. I will talk to you then. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.